Mr. Duga, coming at y'all, man, with another live. And how we continuing to cook, man. How we seasoning, how we still out there cooking, yo. Today I'm gonna talk about day two of free agency as the Philadelphia Eagles make three more moves today. Early on we signed Matt Hennessy. I think I said it right. Guy that was a starting center for the Atlanta Falcons season before last. He had a knee injury that basically ended his season last year. So he didn't get to play at all. But somebody who adds some good O line depth. You know, Cam Jurgens is expected to be the center for this team. But Hennessy's somebody who could play center, and he's somebody who has some experience at guard. So it's some real good O line depth. Then middle of the day, we signed Devontae Parker to a 1 year deal. That's probably the only one where I'm kind of like, yeah, it's cool, but I'm not like okay jumping for joy with that one. I was hoping we would have kind of got another receiver in the draft, somebody probably third, fourth round you could bring in that got some explosiveness to him, and then try to mold him. Parker has been very bad when it come to creating separation. Now, granted, he's not gonna be going up against top flight corners with the Eagles. That's for Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. But nevertheless, he's a big body receiver, veteran. How can we forget that game in what it was 2019? When he dominated us with the Dolphins. But so we added him for some more wide receiver depth. I mean, maybe he could give us a little more than Julio did last year. We will see. And then of course the big news, man. The big one. Eagles are bringing back Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the 3 year, $3 million deal. I'm really excited. Like I'm really excited to have him back. Um, should have never left. To be honest, should have never left. In the first place. Went over there to Detroit for a year. I think he was signed for what, a 1 year, $8 million deal or something like that. But glad we was able to work it out, and I'm glad he's back, man. And he's in a position of need. Like, he left this position, and we clearly never filled it. So, I'm real happy to get Chauncey Gardner Johnson back, man. You know, there's rumors that we may be interested in even Devin White at linebacker. We're gonna see. We're gonna see, man, if there's more moves to come. But if not, man, I'm very happy with what we did so far in free agency in just the first 2 days. And keep in mind, we still got a whole draft left where we got 9 picks. What's up, Star Wars 99? Happy CJ back. Me too, man. In the need. What's up, Isabel? Back, fly Eagles fly. That's right. We back. Been a good free agency, man. Like it's been real good free agency, yo. Adding depth, getting some starters. I love it. What's up, CJ Brad? Salute, Mr. Dugas. This has been one of the best off seasons in recent memory. I wish Kelsey and Fletcher Cox would run it back one more time, but all the best to them. Yeah, it would be nice if we had him back, man. Well, probably we had him back, we probably wouldn't be able to sign so many players. But yeah, but nevertheless, man, they got their rings. I'm glad we was able to at least send them out with one Super Bowl championship. But at least we got BG back. BG is coming back along for the ride, so we're gonna see how that go. And that's somebody, like Bryce Huff could really, look after. What's up, AJ Sarter? I am happy he is back now. Let's get Reddick deal set so we can get our mind on the draft. Yeah. Oh, another thing that came out today too. Josh Reddick. I mean, Josh Sweat. Josh Reddick. Josh Sweat is basically hinting that he won't be back next season. So maybe we trade Josh Sweat, get some draft capital, and maybe we get another deal done for Hassan Reddick. I don't think Hassan Reddick gonna go nowhere. Like my intuition is telling me that we will not move on from Hassan Reddick. We either gonna find some type of deal for him, or we gonna let him play out his last year of his deal. Assuming he doesn't hold out or nothing. And I think we gonna roll with this team. But it does look like Josh Sweat definitely will get moved. This team is in win now mode, and Hassan Reddick is a win now type of player. Um, so I don't think that he's gonna be going anywhere. But man, I tell you what, I'm happy. I'm happy to get Chauncey Gardner-Johnson back. This was a must. It was him. It was out of him and Simmons. You were seeing early in the day we was really interested in Simmons because of the familiarity that he has with Vic Fangio. But Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is big time, man. That's a big time move for us. And with him, it's not necessarily just his ability to play, but he brings a certain swagger to the defense that is definitely much needed. So real happy for us having him. Cowboy got nobody. Yeah, I seen that, man, and I see a lot of their fans, losing their minds right now. Hey, that's on them, man. The Jerry Jones did come out and said he was going all in in off season. I honestly thought they was gonna get Derrick Henry. I was surprised when I seen that Derrick Henry signed with Baltimore, but oh well, that's on them. Maybe they could bring back Zeke. Maybe they could call Emmett out of retirement. Or maybe they think they got something in the draft. We'll see. Bro, who do you want at linebacker? Um, Out of the guys that's available, I'm a little biased. I'll say Devin White, though I know he really struggled in coverage toward the end of last season with Tampa. But he's somebody else, man, that's just young, athletic, could play with a real swagger. And I think when Tampa Bay won that Super Bowl, a couple of years ago, he was like, to me that year he played like he was the best linebacker in football. So maybe a new situation to be a little more motivated. Maybe you could get the best out of him, especially with a veteran DC like a Vic Fangio. But if not Devin White, man, let's go in the draft. Of course, there's Jeremiah Trotter Jr. There's the linebacker at A&M. But if it was up to me, I'd like to take a look at Devin White. I think he's young and there's so much athletic ability, in him that if he gets the right type of coaching, we could get that out of him. I think the Eagles will hold on to Sweat until draft night and use him paired with number 22 to move up for a cornerback. Then get a linebacker in the second round. Howie clearly has a plan, and I trust him. Yeah. The only problem with Sweat though is that I don't know if he's as valued on the open market as we want him to be. To be honest with you, you know, uh, he's a young pass rusher, but I mean, let's keep it 100. Sweat was disappointing last year. Year before, he was really solid. Before, of course, he had the little neck or head incident when we played against the Saints when he had to leave on the stretcher and stuff. But Sweat was really good. The Super Bowl year, but last year he was a little disappointing, man. So I don't know how much value he has out there on the open market. I mean, that's a nice plan. I hope that could happen. I still do think though, even if we don't use him to package up, we could use probably one of these other picks, and get up there and get us a corner, a linebacker. Look like we may not be able actually to cut James Bradbury because look like it's gonna cost us much more to get rid of him than to keep him. But I'll be surprised though if he is like one of the starting two corners this season. So, you know, yeah, how we cooking, man. How he is cooking. And like we all said, we trust him. Whatever he he has planned out there. We're gonna ride with him and we're gonna see what happens. What's up, Ed and Malik? Washington Commander having a pretty good offseason. They might be a threat to the Eagles or the Cowboys. Yeah, they made a couple of moves. They do got the number two pick in the draft as well. You know, we're gonna see. They still need a quarterback, to cover that and play consistently well. Sam Howell, whenever he plays against the Eagles, he's Drew Brees, but he's not quite Drew Brees when he plays, other people. So, but they are having a good, solid all season. I thought Austin Eckler was a nice move for them. You know, um, and the linebacker they got, and yeah, they got some things going on. New coach, new ownership. So we're gonna see what happens with them. But yeah, man, to me, Dallas still has talent, regardless if they have a running back or not. Washington is better. The Giants, you would think, would at least be better defensively, with adding Brian Burns and stuff like that. But on paper, man, if we go out there and get us another linebacker and a corner, I like us a lot. I like us a lot in this division, yo. When you just come, I mean, Saquon Barkley, man, is a hell of a get for us. I mean, like when you think about it, man, having the last 2 years we had Pro Bowl running backs, man. We had Miles Sanders and DeAndre Swift, behind the offensive line that granted is gonna be missing Jason Kelsey. Of course, it's a big, big loss. But at the same time, man, it's a line that's a really, really good run blocking offensive line. And we could have some success back there. I'm just thinking about, a read option with a Jalen Hurts and a Saquon Barkley, man. If that guy is healthy, I definitely think, we could really do some things. Trey White and Xavier Howard are still out there. Commanders can definitely make some moves. NFC East is going to be fun to watch, especially with Thibodeau and Burns in New York. Um, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really big on Trey White and Xavier Howard. To me, I'm not big on cornerbacks that's getting a little older. That got released. Like I think honestly for this team, we definitely need to get younger at the cornerback position. I know White is not that old, but I think we need. I want us to get a rookie. I want us to get a corner in the draft, somebody that got really good ability that we could coach up, and we could send them out there. I don't think we need to go to excuse y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't think we need to go to the veteran route when we talking about cornerbacks this year. I think we need to get us a young corner. What's up, Alfredo? Howie, is it done yet? Neither. Nah. Like I said, there's rumors out there that we could still be looking at somebody like a Devin White, to come in, and I'd be excited about that. Like I said, I know he struggled toward the end of his tenure in Tampa Bay, especially with pass coverage and stuff like that. But I mean, he's 26 years old, and he still got a whole lot of athletic ability. So I'm good with I'm good with getting somebody like that. What's up, Just kinda TM? I'm listening to you while doing a workout. Appreciate that, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. How he would draft good players. Yeah, he got to. He got to, especially on that defensive side of the ball. Quinion Mitchell, Kool-Aid, or Cooper DeJean. Um, I'm gonna say Kool-Aid because I watched them more than all. Being an SEC guy, I watched Kool-Aid a lot. Obviously being over there at Bama, and Kool-Aid could also give you a little bit in the return game as well. But with Cooper DeJean is that injury I'm a little concerned about. We don't want another Sidney Jones situation. When remember when we got Sidney Jones, man, he was supposed to be like it was him and Lattimore that was the two top corners in that draft. and he blew out of the Achilles, got him in the second round, and just never was quite that player again. And I know he don't have that type of injury, but I want to go with somebody. I'll go with somebody like Kool Aid. Mitchell a good player as well, but I'll go with somebody like Kool Aid. What's up, title man? 24. Why is Tiki Barber hating? He always been like he always. Now I'm seeing him this morning trying to backpedal them comments, trying to. Oh, it was just tongue in cheek. Nah, bro, you said what you ain't think Saquon would have responded to you. That's what that was. He didn't think Saquon would have took the time and actually call him out on his nonsense. And I believe Saquon. Like I ain't seen no video clips of Tiki Barber saying the Giants definitely need to pay Saquon Barkley. We can't afford to lose that guy. I ain't hear you say none of that, bro. So it's like, stop with the nonsense, man. Tiki always been a hater, man. Tiki hated on Eli after he retired, and then Eli won a Super Bowl right when he was gone, man. Forget him. Do you think we keep Hassan and get rid of Sweat, or keep Boat but let Sweat finish out his last year? I think if I had to predict, I think we gonna keep Hassan, and I think we gonna trade Sweat. Uh it would be nice to get something worked out with Hassan to where this ain't his last year. But we'll see, what happens with that. But I don't think we move Hassan because this team getting somebody like a Saquon Barkley and bringing back Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Howard's clearly showing us what we trying to do. We trying to get back to a Super Bowl, and you don't get rid of Hassan Reddick if you trying to get back to a Super Bowl. Now, look, after this year, if you don't have a contract, you don't have a contract. But at the same time, if you trying to run it back and trying to get to a Super Bowl, I think you hang on to somebody like Hassan Reddick. But I do think that Josh Sweat will end up getting moved. Where did Tony Pollard go? Pollard went to Tennessee. Derrick Henry went to Baltimore, which I was actually surprised at that. I thought Derrick Henry was gonna end up in Dallas. Like I seen that he bought a house in that area. I know they need a running back. I just knew it was a lock that Derrick Henry was going to Dallas, and I'm actually surprised but happy that he did not go there. It's gonna be a sick running game in Baltimore with Derrick Henry, man. Understand that Baltimore been one of the top rushing attacks, you know, for years, and they never had nowhere near the bell cow they about to get in Derrick Henry. I get it, Henry has a lot of miles, on them tires, but he still could be a lead back, in this league, man. And Lamar never had somebody like that. Let's see. Nick Sirianni about to get fired. Obviously, I hope not, because if he does, that means we did not have a good season. I just want this team to win, man, regardless of who the coach is. I do have some reservations about him. I don't like how he sometimes act very immature on the sideline, but maybe the end of last season will humble him. It will let him know, like, man, I can't be out here acting like a damn fool on the sidelines. Um, but he got to go out there and got to get it done. You got two new coordinators, so we can't blame it on Brian Johnson, and on Sean Desai and Matt Patricia this year. It's on him. So it's gonna be Baltimore and Niners probably. I'm hoping it's Eagles, of course. Dallas is broke. Parsons is gonna want a bag. Yeah, they do gotta pay Parsons and CD like top notch money. That is true. I just think it's funny, man. Like how they ain't got nobody, to run the ball. And this ain't no big look, man. I understand, like look somebody like Kyron Williams with the Rams, who was obviously a real steal for them and somebody we didn't really hear much about. So they could probably hit on the draft for somebody. Now, as far as now, I don't know who they could get. You got Ezekiel Elliott out there. Maybe they try to bring him back. Maybe they trade for somebody, that we don't see covered. But yeah, I was surprised they didn't get Henry, man. And then Aaron Jones went quick this morning to Minnesota, so they ain't really get him neither. But we gonna see what they do. I think my parents have the painting behind you, the exact painting. Oh, that's what's up, man. I love this one, man. It's some pretty good stuff right here. The Panthers' only chance next year is going to be Buffalo when they have four players on the field and they're still over the ride. It's the cap. Yeah, the Panthers not doing nothing anytime soon, man. They got Deontay Johnson today for Bryce Young to have somebody else, to throw a forward pass to. But I mean, they've just been a very, very poorly ran franchise, yo. So they've traded away guys that, they ended up not even getting a whole ton of real value for. You know, and Bryce Young, who I think is a really good quarterback, but he gonna have to do something, man. Coming up this season. Deontay Johnson went to the Carolina Panthers. Pittsburgh and Carolina swapped. Carolina got Deontay Johnson from Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh got Dante Jackson from Carolina, which Pittsburgh doing some things too, man. That's gonna be a really nice, lethal defense over there as they added Patrick Queen as well. They got them two LSU Tigers on their defense with Patrick Queen and Dante Jackson today. So to go along with Minka Fitzpatrick, TJ White, Cam Haywood, Joey Porter Jr. They got a really nice defense over there. I must say they got a real nice defense. Bryce Young is skilled, but he's 5'9". I think this season gonna be his last chance. Yeah, he is small. I still think that the guy could ball though. He just got to get him an offensive line, and he got to get us some real weapons around him. And I think that if they do that, I think he got a chance to really make some things happen. But it's tough. There's not much personnel over there. So they took a chance on my boy Miles Sanders last year, and it kind of blew up in their face. So we're gonna see what happens this season. Texans picking up the hit. Neil Hunter was a great move as well. Defense gonna be top five with D'Amico. Yeah, yeah. That was a great move with them getting Danielle Hunter. Also they even added Joe Mixon today, to be in that backfield. As last year they didn't have no running backs like that. I mean, they were running Singletary and Damian Pierce, and to get a legit starting running back like a Joe Mixon to go into that offense, and then Danielle Hunter coming around that edge. So and I think he's from Texas as well. I think he's from around that area if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's gonna be, and D'Amico obviously does a hell of a job coaching, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So um, we gonna see. Let's see. I remember that time when he lined up behind the guard instead of the center. Yeah, yeah, man. It's tough for a boy out there, man. But you gotta get it together. That team invested a lot in him, so he gonna have to get it together. Cowboys gonna be a bust again this season. I sure hope you're right. Sure hope you're right. And to y'all comments, I'm gonna just say amen, God bless. It's like amen and God bless, man. God is good. Um, let's see, but yeah, man. Chauncey Gardner Johnson with the Eagles. Um, Matt Hennessy, uh, Devontae Parker today, making some good moves, man. Making some good moves. Let's see. Would you bring in Flacco for insurance behind Hurts? I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I seen Mariota signed with Washington today. I'm ready to give a kid a shot at the backup, man. Tanner McKee. Like, I liked what I seen from him last year in the preseason and in training camp. I'm rolling with Tanner McKee. Like that's me. I'm rolling with Tanner McKee, yo. I'm not spending no more money on no backup quarterback. I get it. Hurts gets banged up. We basically throwing a rookie out there. I get it. But I'm willing to give him a shot. I'm willing to give Tanner McKee a shot to be the backup quarterback of this team. Like I say, I seen enough in preseason. I seen enough from in training camp. If he comes back this season and he looks like he's improved, why not? I mean, we got money. We got to, like I said, we still need a linebacker, still need a corner. And I get it, we could get those things in the draft, but I would love for us to spend money on those type of things. I don't know if we should pay 6 to 8 to 10 million for a backup quarterback this season, man. Let's see what Tanner McKee could do. That's me. But if they get somebody, cool. If they get a Flacco, which I doubt they'll do. We kind of went that route already. But they even got rumors about Justin Fields. I definitely doubt that we do that, as I think he could still end up a starter somewhere. But we gonna see. We gonna definitely see. What happens. Eagles are stacked this season, though. They just need Sirianni to keep his cool. Sirianni just gotta not screw it up. Like that's all he got to do is not screw it up and act like an adult on the sidelines, man. The whole hey Chiefs fans, and look what the Chiefs did. Chiefs won another damn Super Bowl while we sitting up here losing 6 out of our last 7 and getting blown out in the wild card round, yo. So Sirianni just need to relax himself, chill, coach the team, then they'll do your part, and and be mature head about it. Be very mature about it, and we'll see what happens. But all right, y'all, man, I gotta run. Appreciate y'all tuning into the live. I'm gonna try to go live again tomorrow night, so y'all stay tuned for that. But until then, man, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Fly Eagles, fly.